camera set up where I want it, and what I'm looking at here is Knights of Fire, Battle for Budapest. Let me say here, the reason I'm wanting to unbox this is because I'm fully intending on playing this tonight, and this is the only chance I wasn't going to, but the only chance for me to get this unboxing in. It's a game. It's a sequel to Days of Ire. If you did not play Days of Ire, it's a highly recommended game. It's more. Days of Ire was the game talking about the 1956 Hungarian Revolution. That's what we're dealing with there. It's very Euro in mechanics, very Euro, but it's a good game, and the mechanics work very well in it. I really thought that it was a good way to make a set collecting into something pertinent, that you could use something pertinent in. This is that sequel. This one came out in 2019, last year, and Dave Turczi, who was the primary designer on the first one, from Hungary, he partnered here with Brian Train, who Brian Train has done exactly 50% of all the games listed as being done on this topic, and so now has Dave Turczi. Brian Train had another game, Operation Whirlwind, put out. It was a Fairy Dragon game, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. I got a copy somewhere. And no one does insurgencies better than Brian Train. Somebody asked me the other day, which Colonial Twilight and A Distant Plain with him and Volko there. Somebody asked me the other day, I'm doting on Brian Train. Somebody asked, did Brian Train ever design a game that was that just blew you away? I said, well, maybe not just blew me away, but he's never designed a bad game. He's never designed a game I didn't understand or understand the concept or want to play. So yeah, he's right up there as one of my favorite designers. He designs stuff that I like to play and look at. So yeah, so no different here. So we're going to unbox this. This is a sequel to the first one. What does it say here? After the successful uprising on October 23rd, 1956, freedom and peace seemed at hand. But the hard-earned victory was not to last. On November 3rd, 1956, the Soviets arrest the Hungarian delegation negotiating for the country's sovereignty and order their troops to push towards Budapest. During the early hours of the next morning, the city wakes up to the sound of tank and artillery fire. Man, that's a scary sound to wake up to, let me tell you. Till you get used to it. The Soviet counterattack, codenamed Operation Whirlwind, has begun. This is the retaking of Hungary after the revolution, 1956 revolution. Like I said, Days of Ire, that game actually made me so mad at Eisenhower. If you haven't played it, you need to play it in the late game. The event happens where Eisenhower doesn't intervene. It's devastating. It's devastating for you in that game. So let's look at it. By the way, art, awesome. Just like Days of Ire, the art. Oh, perdón. Carajo. Allergies, it's raining right now, but it's been, in the 90s. So, man, allergies along with a little bit of, humidity, I guess, make me sneeze. Art's great art. Love it. Love it. Love that box art. Very thematic. Very good looking. Days of Ire was a very thematic. I've played this game, by the way. Thought it was an excellent game. I haven't played it a ton. but I played it enough to where I played it, and I knew I wanted to buy it, and so rule book. What's the rule book look like here? Rule book, 28 pages, 28 page rule book. Some credits, color, glossy. I'm not big on the glossy. Not big on the gloss. I don't know why. A lot of people like it, but you know. All right. I like it. Makes it harder to write in with pen. Make notes in pen. All right. Set up. Let's flow of the game. Let's look at the flow of the game. All right, here you go. Here's what you're gonna do. Each round has the following phases: draw phase, tactics phase, reinforcement phase, operations phase, adjustment phase, and the cleanup phase. All right. Yeah, the rule book looks nice. Designer notes. Love these designer's notes. Brian Train wrote these. Yeah. Should be. I haven't read these, but it should be really good. Notes there. All right. Okay, so next we got some plays. Revolutionary player. Conflict rule set right there. Soviet. That's the revolutionary rule set. Conflict. It's a different rule sets, different plays, which always a fan of plays. Makes things. Oh, okay. You know what those are. Those are stickers for blocks. I hate stickering blocks, but luckily there's not a ton. Hate that. All right, so, wow, really good counters. They're already coming out. Easy punch counters. Nice thick counters. Shapes. Where's the... Looks like one already came out. Don't know where it's at. I'm sure I'll find it. Better find it. It's one of those games. Yeah, here it is. This is one of those games. I guess I paid for it just because I basically paid retail, just because I like the game. All right, let's look at the map. Mounted map. Opens weird, just like its predecessor. Beautiful map. Reminds you of a little bit of a storm over Arnhem map. A little bit. Not as colorful, but I guess area movements. All right. You got your calendar, just like Days of Ireland had your calendar. Okay. So. Excellent looking map. Beautiful map. Blocks. Of course, that's what the stickers are for. I gotta get to that too. Cards. Soviet headlines. And then here, the revolutionary cards. All right, so then you have, I'm not going to look at the cards right now. You have just some decent little pieces there, little goodies. Yep, and that's it. Just a quick unboxing. I'm wanting to, really the great thing about this, it plays 1 to 3. So it's got solitaire, you've got a 2-person co-op, you've got a conflict rule set, or I do believe you've got the co-op and conflict. I believe when you got all three people, it's like Days of Fire. The more the more the merrier. I've only played this in one time as a conflict rule set, and I enjoyed it. But again, I don't think I've played it enough to make any judgments. Made me want to have it though. So I'm looking forward to playing this several times, and it's supposed to be it's listed 60 to 90 minutes. It's supposed to be a quick game. So I'm going to play this conflict and co-op tonight, I guess, and then the next couple of nights over the weekend I'm looking to play it solitaire, and maybe Monday we'll head up with a review. But there it is. Excellent components, beautiful game. It's one of those games that I don't usually pay retail for newer games, because I just don't. So but this is one that I wanted to, just because of the experience I had with the other ones. So there you go. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. Talk to you later.